Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Steven. I've been deep into smart contracts and building crypto trading bots for a little over 5 years now. Today I'm going to break down the exact strategy I've been using lately to pull in Ethereum on a daily basis. Over the past few weeks, I've been consistently earning between 2 and 4 Ethereum per day with the help of an AI trading bot. Here's how it works. The bot handles arbitrage for me. So basically, it watches for price differences. It buys Ethereum when it dips and sells it when it goes up. Everything runs through a smart contract automatically, and the whole system is hooked up to a ChatGPT plugin that helps with executing the trades in real time. Lately, I've been using this AI bot powered by ChatGPT that takes care of my crypto arbitrage trades. In simple terms, it automatically buys Ethereum at a lower price and sells it at a higher one. No manual work needed. Now yeah, there's some pretty advanced tech running behind the scenes, but here's the best part. You don't need any trading background or coding knowledge to get started. It's actually super easy to use, even if you're a total beginner. But real quick, before we dive in, just a quick word of caution. The crypto space is still full of scams, so please be smart with your money. Never send funds to wallets you don't fully trust, and definitely avoid sketchy-looking platforms or exchanges. Better safe than sorry. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get into it. So here's what's going on. The bot is using what's called a sandwich transaction strategy. It's basically a clever front-running move. Here's how it works. Every transaction on the blockchain doesn't go through right away. First, it sits in this place called the mempool. Think of it like a public lobby where all pending transactions wait their turn before being confirmed. Now, the bot is constantly watching that mempool in real time. It's scanning for opportunities, trades that could be profitable if timed just right. When it sees a large trade pop up, usually something like a big swap on a DEX, and it knows that trade could shift the token's price, the bot makes its move. It quickly sends 2 transactions of its own. First, one that goes right before the big trade, that's the front run. Then another one that goes right after the back run. The idea is the front run gets in while the price is still low. The big trade happens, moves the market, and then the back run sells at the new higher price. The bot basically sandwiches the big trade between its two and profits from the price difference. To pull this off, it offers a higher gas fee, kind of like tipping the network validators to push its transactions to the front of the line. That way the bot controls the order, creates a temporary price shift, and locks in the profit from the spread. I just want to make this super clear right off the bat. You don't need to know how to code for any of this. Zero coding skills required. Thanks to ChatGPT, all the heavy lifting on the technical side is already taken care of. So yeah, you won't be sitting there trying to figure out complicated scripts or anything like that. Alright, let's walk through the whole process step by step. But really quick, before we jump in, you're going to need to have the MetaMask wallet extension installed. It looks like this on screen. You'll need that to follow along and complete everything we're doing here. Don't stress, I'll show you exactly how and why it's used later in the video. I'll also pin the official MetaMask link in the first comment below so it's easy to find and install the right version. Now that GitHub link you're seeing on screen, that's where the smart contract code for the AI bot is going to be posted. It's open source, so if you're curious, you can check it out for yourself. I'll drop that link down below in the comments too, right along with everything else we're using. And just a quick heads up, gotta say this to stay on the good side of YouTube. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not giving out financial advice, not telling anyone what to invest in. I'm just sharing what I've personally been doing and what's worked for me. Alright, so I grabbed the code from GitHub and jumped over to remixethereum.org. That's basically an online IDE where you can write and compile smart contracts on Ethereum. Once you're there, create a new file, name it whatever you want. I'm calling mine bot.sol just to keep it simple. Then paste the open source bot code, which you'll find linked in the video description, right into that file. Here's a quick tip, always take a moment to read through the code yourself. That way you know exactly what it's doing. It's better for transparency and security. If you're new to Remix, scroll up and check out the user guide. It breaks down how everything works step by step, which is super helpful. Next, head over to the Solidity compiler tab. In the settings, pick Solidity version 0.8.4. This matters because the code actually specifies this version right at the top. Once that's set, just hit compile and you're good to go. Alright, now we're in the environment settings and I'm going to select injected provider MetaMask. Like I mentioned before, you need to have the MetaMask browser extension installed and set up for this to work smoothly. I already have a wallet connected through MetaMask, and just so you know, you'll need at least 0.1 Ethereum in your wallet to cover the deployment costs. So make sure you've got enough funds before you proceed. Next up, let's deploy the contract. I'm just clicking deploy in Remix, and right away MetaMask pops up asking me to confirm the transaction. Gas fees are kinda high today, but honestly, I'm not too worried about it. I usually get that back pretty fast, within a couple of hours tops. For the transaction speed, I picked aggressive, that way we don't have to wait around forever. Alright, next up, you'll notice this little loading icon down at the bottom of Remix. That's your sign that the contract is being deployed. Once you see the confirmation message saying it's done, go ahead and click on it, then copy the transaction hash. After that, head over to etherscan.io and paste that transaction hash into the search bar. This is how you verify that everything went through smoothly. If the transaction status shows success, that means your bot is officially deployed and good to go. Now let's jump over to the deployed contract section right here and open it up. This is where you get full control over your smart contract. Keep in mind, once it's deployed, only you have access to these controls. From here, you can check all the details about your bot, like its trading balance, and you can interact directly with the contract's functions. So next, I'm opening up my MetaMask wallet and sending the amount of Ethereum I want to use today straight to the smart contract I just set up. The cool part here is that the smart contract is the only thing I'll be interacting with throughout this whole process. For this example, I'm sending 0.3 Ethereum, setting the gas fee to aggressive, and then hitting confirm on the transaction. Now we just wait a moment. Great, the transaction is confirmed. Next, let's head over to Etherscan and take a look at the smart contract status. Just refresh the page and you'll see the bot has received exactly the amount of Ethereum I sent for trading. The rest of my balance stays safe and untouched right in my wallet. And before we let the bot run on its own for a bit, there's just one more step. You can actually check your updated balance right here in Remix. Now I'm going to run the start native script to kick off the trading session with the bot. It's really quick and easy, no headaches at all. Just select aggressive for the transaction and we're all set. Once I hit confirm, the transaction gets submitted, and just like that, the trading session is live. Now we'll let the bot work for a while. I'll come back in 3 hours and then again after 24 hours to see how much profit it's made. I'm going to stop recording here and return after 3 hours to share the results. Alright, it's been a few hours, so let's see how things turned out. I'm refreshing the page now, and wow, I've earned 0.45 Ethereum just by letting it do its thing. Not bad for only half a day of automated trading, right? I'm going to stop the screen recording here and check back in 24 hours to see how much more the bot can make. Alright, we've reached the 24-hour point. Let's check out how the bot performed. Refreshing the page, and there it is. I've earned almost 0.8 Ethereum overall. That's a pretty good outcome, especially considering it was all completely hands-off. Alright, now we're at the withdrawal step. This is where we take the funds out of the smart contract and back into our MetaMask wallet. All you need to do is click the withdraw button, and MetaMask will pop up asking you to confirm the transaction. Here you can see the Ethereum ready to be sent. I chose the aggressive gas option so the transaction would go through almost instantly. Now all that's left is to sit back and wait for the Ethereum to arrive in the wallet. Usually it takes around 15 to 20 seconds, so let's be patient for a bit. And just like that, it's done. My Ethereum is safely back in my wallet. Like I mentioned, it took about 15 to 20 seconds and everything went without a hitch. To wrap things up, let's check the smart contract balance, and just as expected, it's empty after the withdrawal. Right now the bot's Ethereum balance is 0, which means the withdrawal worked perfectly. Right now you can use my bot completely free. I'm doing this so you can really see how powerful it is, and more importantly, how much money it can actually make for you. But just a heads up, this free access isn't going to be around forever. After 1 month, the free version gets shut down, your API key will stop working, and you won't be able to deploy the bot contract anymore after that. Alright, that's it from me. Thanks a ton for watching. I really hope this video gave you some solid tips and maybe helped you learn something new. All the files and info you need to get started are right there in the first pinned comment on YouTube. If you're into DeFi and Web3 stuff, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you in the next one.